More folks show up. Tell you, it's getting disheartening looking out here in the crowd. We got the music we've been having the last month, and it seems like I can't get anybody in the door. Of course, I know, in talking to a lot of people in bluegrass, they tell me that they know, one, since last year was such a bad year with COVID and everything, that so many people had to push back vacations and whatnot, that some of them are taking their vacation, which that's what I'm going to do next week myself. But that, and of course, end of May, 1st of June is always a lot of weddings and graduations. So hopefully the crowds, start showing up, because we got a lot of good music planned. I know, I forgot we're on the air too, so I talked to those folks there on Facebook. Thanks again, Tom, for all you do with our Facebook, and of course you can find everything on YouTube as well on Tom's YouTube station. But for those of you that are planning on being here, for those of you who don't know anything about it, make sure you're here next Friday night. Special Consensus will be here. A rare opportunity to see them in Central Ohio. They're traveling through, so they will be here. One thing I'll let you know too about next week. Saturday we won't have any music. But here in town, they're doing I call it a homecoming, they call it a summer slam or whatever. But you can't pull up here and park in areas where you normally park at. That's going to be some concessions and whatnot going on, and craft people. So you'll just have to find a place to park. I know there's spots over by the church, Methodist Church. I know there's the community center has some parking over here at Veterans Field, which is actually just down the alleyway. If you happen to check it out when you leave, if you're planning on coming, if you go down to Veterans Field, you should be able to park over there too, just a short walk here. But they, with everything going on, that I'm not going to be able to have parking right out in front. So it's out of my control, but please let people know Special Consensus is one amazing band. Like I say, they don't come this way very often, so it's a great opportunity for us to host them and be able to enjoy their music. What times that start? Friday night shows are 2 hours later because of the folks that work on Friday. The doors will open at 5. The house band will go on at 6, and the Special Consensus will go on at 7. So again, that's doors open at 5, house band at 6. It's just 2 hour difference from what we do in Special Consensus. So it'll be a great night. It'll definitely be a night to remember here. It'll be their first visit here, and hopefully they'll want to come back again. The following week, rounding out the month, we've got Evan Lanier and the Bluegrass Express. One of my Central Ohio favorites. They put on a good show. Evan's one of them guys that can play anything. He does it all very well. What else can you talk about, Brady? Anything coming up that you'd like to mention?
No, not that I can think of.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
that I can think of yet.
One thing we are going to start doing, we're going to start cutting down on our airtime. A couple different reasons, none of which are really terrible. But we're going to do the house band. Then we're going to do, because some of these, like Special Consensus, I can't record them, and it's not a lot of times it's not up to them as much as the people they have contracts with. They do their recording, the record labels and stuff. And that's going to happen a lot because we got some really good bands coming in here. But I'll give you as much as I can on Facebook. That way those that aren't able to come here aren't. Is that a word?
What?
The ones that can't be here anyway.
Yeah.
aren't going to be here. That way they can tune in and find out. I know I got a lot of family members out in West Virginia that like to tune in, and there's some folks that are due to illness and whatnot, they can't be here. So I want to try to keep them as active as we can. Got a question? Facebook, we got it on Facebook, and then you can also get it on YouTube. Tom can give you his YouTube card. July? Well, you know what? I can let you know real quick. Brady?
Yeah.
You're going to have to be my eyes, dude. I didn't bring any glasses on stage for a change. So you
Looking
can't-
around, they're probably laying somewhere.
Okay, in the month of July,
Can you tell that?
He's got to take his off.
all right, Custom Made Blue,
Custom Made Bluegrass will be here.
the Family Soul,
Family Sound, excellent band.
Oh yeah, kids, but they're
They're going to be here twice this year. They're going to be
Yeah.
here they're going to do a Christmas program too.
yeah.
Very, very good band. So be sure to put that on your calendar.
On the 16th, which is a Friday show, Fast Track.
Yeah, another amazing
Fast
band.
Track.
Anybody in here seen Fast Track? I tell you what, folks, they are one of the hardest driving bluegrass bands.
I guarantee you they've seen part of Fast Track
yeah.
in some band somewhere.
If you've seen Joe Mullins, you've seen Dole Lawson, you've seen the Gibson Brothers, those guys are all part of those bands at one time or another. And Dale Perry kind of heads it up. Way I look, I usually always talk with Dale, but Dale was with Doyle Austin for many years. Excellent band, folks. Be sure to be here that Friday night. Fast Track. Never seen them. Oh, yeah, I'll be sure to put some stuff on Facebook that I have recorded when they were here. Amazing band, and they're great entertainers. They're not only can pick and sing, they're great entertainers. You'll have a good
And
time.
before I was so rudely interrupted you, on the 24th of July, we have Tony Hale and Blackwater. That's a good show.
Another good band.
And the 31st, rounding out the month of July, will be Baraka Valley.
All right. Actually,
Uh-oh.
yeah, I thought I changed that.
Uh-oh.
The band that had to cancel, Bandana Rhythm Band,
Yes,
Bandana Rhythm,
Bandana Rhythm.
they will be here on that day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were, and that's part of the story that I messed up where I didn't get them rescheduled. But Baraka Valley was nice enough to give me that date back, and I will get them another date. For those of you, anybody got to see Baraka Valley? They have a deal. There's a movie coming out, and they've been going all over the country. It's called the Mayberry Man, I believe. It's about the Andy Griffith Show, and they have a part in that movie. And so they've been going to all these different openers and stuff. And the thing I see in a video, and I'll try to get it posted so you can watch it. It showed them in the back of the truck, like a parade, going through Mayberry. So with that, we'll talk about our sponsors real quick. And I know some folks want to hear some music, hopefully. But I know that's not Biden calling. But we can never thank our sponsors enough, folks. If you happen to know someone who'd like to be a sponsor, please have them give me a call and talk to me. But the Ogle team with the Caldwell Banker, King Thompson Realty, Tom Marshall, State Farm Agent over in Grove City. I need to get a light over there so I can, with this light here so bright, I can't hardly see. RC Rivers Farms LP, Mr. Brent Rivers. Nice big farm over by Deer Creek. Can't say enough good things about Brent. He's a fine young man. Gals Quality Roofing, Mr. Dave Breckenridge, who's one of our longtime supporters. Paul and Sue Davis, my old buddy Charlie Kane, who is doing all right. Hopefully one of these days Charlie will be able to come visit with us. He's in a home right now. Mr. Tom Carter has been with us for a while now. Neil Coleman Insurance over in Chillicothe and Clarksburg. MCR Medical in Grove City. CB Signs and MBTs does all of our t-shirts, signs, anything you see around here that has embroidery on it. They do all that stuff. We're still just fine wall. They took care of that for me. Mr. Rick Heggs with Heggs Auctioneer Service. Shady Acres Farms and Hauling. Over in the little town of Harrisburg, barbershop over there. Dave's a great guy, so if you need a haircut, be sure and stop in and talk to Dave. He loves talking bluegrass, so be sure and see him. And the fine people over in the little town of Derby, over above his corner, been with us since day one. Been a great supporter for us. And of course, Mr. Gus Whiteside, the local Dodge band here in town, who helped me get this all started once upon a time. So, with that, we'll have a word of prayer. We'll have some music. Heavenly Father, we thank you, Lord, for this day. We thank you for the place you give us together, for all the many, many blessings, Lord. For those that can't be with us, we want to lift them up and just watch over us and keep us and see us all home safely. And all these things we ask in your precious name. Amen. I saw the light, bro.
You did.
When I worry, baby.
Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. Well, no more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. And I saw the light, I saw the light. Well, no more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. When I praise the Lord, I saw the light. Thank you, thank you. I have a hard time hearing you.
Play a little lighter.
You still are you playing light?
Can't you hear?
Hmm?
Randy?
Yeah, man, I'm not hearing the bass.
Okay.
Darling, I have come to tell you, it almost breaks my heart, but for the morning dawn will be many miles long. Don't it run rough and rocky? Don't that sailor white and deep? Don't my baby look so sweet when she's in my arms asleep? Now can't you hear the night bird cry far across the deep blue sea? While others do one thing, won't you somehow think of me? Don't run rough and rocky. Don't that sailor white and deep? Don't my baby look so sweet when she's in my arms asleep? Now, one kiss before I leave. One more kiss before we part. You have caused me lots of trouble, but you have broke my heart. Don't you run rough and rocky. Don't that sailor white and deep. Don't my baby look so sweet when she's in my arms asleep? When she's in my arms asleep. Man, thank you. Here I was all excited, thought my coughing spell was over. Go ahead, baby. Hmm? Come on up, Dave.
You got his hats tonight.
It's too hot.
Well, in here, it ain't.
Too hot.
It's not
Let
out there.
everybody see the shine tonight.
Well, I forgot my cheat sheet, so it's gotta be something I know.
That's all right.
I wanna sing something I don't know, like
That
Randy
probably
does
ought to
all
be
the time.
something we know too, I suppose.
Oh, let's do. Oh, Black Veil.
Oh, my bad.
Still black, huh? They haven't changed the color of it?
10 years ago, on a cold, dark night, someone was killed neath the town hall light. A few at the scene, but they all agreed that the slayer who ran looked a lot like me. The judge said, son, what is your alibi? If you were someplace else, then you would have to die. I spoke not a word, though it meant my life, for I had been in the arms of my best friend's wife. He walks these hills in a long black veil. He visits my grave when the night winds wail. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Oh, the scaffold is high and eternity's near. She stood in the crowd and she shed not a tear. But sometimes late at night, when the cold wind blows in a long black veil, she cries over my bones. She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the night winds wail. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Nobody knows but me.
Fine job, Dave.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Brady,
You know, it's funny. We'll be dead in tune in the back. When we come up here, as soon as we hit the stage, it's like everything goes.
what'd you tell them?
Yes, sir. Well, this portion of the Sterling Bluegrass Jamboree Show brought to you by Gouge Quality Roofing. And boys, I'll tell you what, they did a wonderful job on my house. I know they did some work for Kenny. If you have any roofing issues, you know, the outside's coming in, give them a call. Look them up, Gouge Quality Roofing on Facebook or gougequalityroofing.com.
What are you gonna do, Randy?
Just a little at a time.
You are.
A little at a time. I don't care just or not.
Kinda close enough bluegrass.
Close enough.
Waiting for my darling to return, but all
further. Over in the little town of Derby, we have people over at Bubba's Corner. Some of you probably come up through 62 coming this way. Get a chance, stop in. Not only can you can get some gas, but they got a little bit of everything you want. Sandwiches, ice, pop. Thank them very much for all they do to help us out. Old song that's new for us.
New for us?
How about
So one we played before?
a couple times. Hope my voice holds up. Picking Wild Mountain Flowers for Mary. We grew up so many times together. Went to school and played side by side. How long for the day I could ask her if she would be my bride. I picked some wild mountain flowers to marry and told her I loved her today. But she said he never married, that her mother was sending him away. Her daddy died when she was very young. She never knew love from a man. I tried so hard to show her that I loved her and tried to make her mother understand. I picked some wild mountain flowers to marry and told her I loved her today. But she said he never could marry, that her mother was sending away. My days of youth are gone, and I am happy. My time's not very far away. I picked some wild mountain flowers to marry and placed them on her grave today. I picked some wild mountain flowers to marry and told her I loved her today. But she said he never would marry, that her mother was sending away. I picked some wild mountain flowers to marry and told her I loved her today. But she said he never would marry, that her mother was sending away. She said he never would marry, that her mother was sending away. Thank you, thank you. Ed, you wanna do it? It's been a rough spring for me.
It has.
Man.
You've been hacking and coughing and everything. Don't know what to tell him about it. How about,
Y'all been seeing a lot of these cicadas?
the,
Oh, I tell you what, I was mowing today. If there wasn't 100 on me, there wasn't none. But I tell you, I almost swallowed one of them today. I was ducking down, go over the tree limb, and that sucker come flying before I luckily have my mouth shut. 'Cause normally I'm like this the whole time I'm
well, you
working.
know, I heard on the radio the other day, they're chocolate covering those.
Oh yeah, I seen it
You know,
on TV down Cincinnati.
somebody's eating those things. That ain't right. There's something wrong with that.
That And they put gravy on it.
And then they wonder how come we have
Or if you had some
COVID-19,
good
you know?
cicada gravy, I'd probably try some of that. Put that on some biscuits, I'm there.
You know, before I left, my wife was gonna fix me lunch, and I said, well, I'm not hungry, I'll eat down there. Nah, I don't think I'm going to now, so. Whoever, you can have my bologna sandwich if it's out there.
The day that I kissed you and told you goodbye, your lips promised that you would wait. But your lips deceived me and told me a lie, while your heart was still unmade. Are you alone with the memory? Now that I'm gone, darling, are you missing Out of the clear sky, a beggar then came, just like a bolt from the blue. My castle came tumbling as I ran home. I still can't believe that it's true. Are you alone with the memory? Now that I'm gone, darling, are you missing me? It said that in spite of the vows you have made, the glitter of gold turned your hair. And while I was trying employment to find, you married another instead. Are you all alone with the memory? Now that I'm gone, darling, are you missing me? Are you all alone with the memory? Now that I am gone, darling, are you missing me? Darling, are you missing me?
And I was flying back there,
You
Brian.
need to drink more coffee.
I need something. Anybody got any branch water out there?
That's what it is, branch water, branch water.
Maybe you're allergic to cicadas.
No, no. No, thank you.
Some people chew gum and sing.
Huh?
Give me chewing gum and
Some
you
people
guys will
sing.
be.
Like where I said, you chew gum and then on the break you chew it.
Just right there. Quit.
Which one?
Remember the tuning session?
Tune?
Two?
Tuning.
What do you want to do?
Since we're in G, let's go to A.
There you go. Get out of G, right?
Take me back down yonder to West Virginia.
Well, Brady's getting tuned up there. Tell you about another one of our fine sponsors. Here in the little town of Mount Sterling is the Walker family. They have the Napa store, auto parts here in town. And they also have outside of town on 56, they have the Walker Family Tire. So if you get a chance, stop in and see them. Thank them for all they do to help us out. And we would appreciate that very much.
I know I'm close.
This is Larry Sparks' song anyway, where I learned it from off his CD. A good one.
Which one was it?
Take me back to West Virginia. Saw the look in her eyes, she was dreaming of something, and I knew it took her far away. She told me she was missing her mama and all her sweet yesterday. Said, take me back to West Virginia. I've been gone way too long. I wanna go back to West Virginia. Take me back to my mountain home. I can't relive the days of my childhood. I like to see where I came from. An old playground, wandering schoolhouse, at the wall when the day was done. Said, take me back to West Virginia. I've been gone way too long. I wanna go back to West Virginia. Take me back to my mountain home. I'd like to see that little white church house where we pray for the Lord, and we sing Rock of Ages. I got to know the man on the cross. Said, take me back to West Virginia. I've been gone way too long. I wanna go back to West Virginia. Take me back to my mountain home.
We're done playing now. We're gonna go over that one another time or two, but we ended it just fine.
It'll work anyhow.
I was expecting another verse for some reason.
That's on that other
That's on the other recording?
the Gettysburg song.
Oh, the Gettysburg
It's
song.
usually in a little bit different than that.
Yeah, it does.
How about a sad old bluegrass song? How about Bringing Mary Home? Remember that one? I never will.
Hey now, wait a minute. You never will get that note out if you keep coughing.
Folks, I apologize. That's embarrassing. Try one more time. I never will forget that night.
All right.
do it.
Kenny can't sing this song.
I don't know why. I
He's
just
all choked up about it.
I'll have to regroup.
Renee, let's do a gospel song. Blood and water flow.
Kenny got to sing on this one too. Let him get a slug.
Bernie,
Randy?
back there in that drawer, there's some of them cough drop thing like you bought before. Let me try that. I was fine earlier, but I just, when I started singing, it just won't come out.
Just hangs up right there, huh?
Yeah, just, I don't know, must be cicada wing.
What was it we were doing?
Blood and water flow.
Tells us in the Bible.
It tells us in the Bible that God so loved the world that He gave His only Son upon the tree. How He gave His life completely on the cross of Calvary, and the blood and water flowed for you and me. Oh, blood and water flow. Oh, blood and water flow. When He died on the tree. Oh, blood and water flow for you and me. Jesus came to tell us He had come to set men free, but we mocked Him and we hung Him on a tree. It was there the Savior died, and when we pierced His side, the blood and water flowed for you and me. Oh, blood and water flow. Oh, blood and water flow. When He died on the tree. Oh, blood and water flow for you and me. Oh, friend, won't you listen? Won't you come and be made free? Won't you come and purge yourself beneath that tree? Just give your heart to Jesus, the one who died for you, and you'll be singing songs of victory. Oh, blood and water flow. Oh, blood and water flow. When He died on the tree. Oh, blood and water flow for you and me. Oh, blood and water flow. Oh, blood and water flow. When He died upon the tree. Oh, blood and water flow for you and me.
Go ahead, Randy.
One, two, wait,
Give me one, Randy.
Gettysburg.
Yeah, D.
Gettysburg, D minor.
Wherever. I'm in D. You can go wherever you want to.
Some people don't buy it.
The last days of Gettysburg, another verse. The gray smoke from the battle rising rebel soldiers both in Tennessee. Willie's lying by my side, spoke these words to me, then he died. Oh, can't you hear that angel band singing, "Come home, soldier, to the promised land." Oh, can't you hear that angel band singing, "Come home, soldier, to the promised land."
Go back to A.
I figured you was gonna do that.
I mentioned earlier too, folks, we got a lot of great sponsors over in the little town of Harrisburg. We got a fine fellow over by the name of Dave that has Harrisburg Barbershop. If you get a chance to stop in, talk to Dave. Maybe get a haircut while you're there. He likes talking about bluegrass as much as he likes cutting hair.
I wish I had something to cut. That'd be nice. Takes me only about 5 minutes to get a haircut.
We'll try to bring Mary home now again.
I'm done. That's up to you.
Well, I hate to keep dropping her off there before we get to her house.
We'll try one more
you know?
time.
I never will forget that night I took Mary home. I'm driving down a lonely road on a dark and stormy night. And a little girl with rose eyes showed up in my headlight. I stopped and she got back in a shaky tone.
Springtime in Heaven. Real gospel song.
Do I remember that? Okay.
Everybody's tuning again.
I think I need to, but I might as well wait.
That's Fairgrounds of Heaven.
I'm the wrong one now. I don't do that. I've never done that.
I know usually Randy just takes off.
What now?
Springtime in Heaven.
Yeah.
Just take off, Randy.
Take it off, Randy.
That's what throws you. You usually just take off.
Must be. God promised us a mansion up yonder in the sky, a place where rain and snow don't fall and the river is dry, where everybody's happy and the people sing their soul. It'll always be springtime heaven, where love will blossom, always grow. It'll always be springtime heaven when the trumpet sounds, I'm going home. Oh, can't you vision rivers with waters flowing there, and vision sweet contentment with loved ones just share, where everybody's happy and the people sing his soul. I'm longing for that morning when God will claim my soul. It'll always be springtime heaven, where love will blossom, always grow. It'll always be springtime heaven when the trumpet sounds, I'm going home. It'll always be springtime heaven, where love will blossom, always grow. It'll always be springtime heaven when the trumpet sounds, I'm going home. When the trumpet sounds, I'm going home.
Fine job, fine job. About a little down the road.
We're gonna get them up.
Yeah, we'll do one more.
We'll do one more.
Well, them boys may not be ready. They got over here a little bit late. Bernie, ask them if they're ready to go up with one or two songs. If you would, please. A little down the road, Brady. Well, down the road, about a mile or two, lives a little girl named Pearl Blue. Bouncing behind a fairground, pretty thing,
Every time I
ready?
try to do that Lincoln A,
One
I
more?
always miss it.
Let's do
Always
that.
miss that lick.
Let's do that Mo Haggerty.
And I can do it without looking. Huh? D-O-R.
He's always having a conversation with everybody but me. Sometimes him and Randy will
I
have
was
one.
gonna say, bad part of that is I have a lot of conversations with myself. You know, it's like,
For all you country fans, there's a good old country tune that's bluegrass style. First thing I remember knowing was a lonesome whistle blow and a young dream growing up to ride. All the things in town, I know where I'm bound. No one stared me right till Mama cried. Born an only rebel child, till family meek and mild. My mama seemed to go lay in the store. Buying up my Sunday learn, till the battle kept on turning, till Mama couldn't hold me anymore. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. Don't want to do me right. Mama tried to raise me better with her bleeding eye. It's only me to blame, Mama cried. Your old daddy rest his soul, and my mama heavy load. She tried so very hard to fill his shoes. Working hours without rest, wanted me to have a man. She tried to raise me right, but I refused. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. Don't want to do me right. Mama tried to raise me better with her bleeding eye. It's only me to blame, Mama cried. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. Don't want to do me right. Mama tried to raise me better with her bleeding eye. It's only me to blame, Mama cried. It's only me to blame, Mama cried.
Gilbert, Tommy sent me out here to say, go ahead and do our set.
See the room on the hill where the smoke is hanging still, like the echo of the day that's been forgot. It's the story of a home crushed beneath that blackened stone, and the roof that fell before the beams rot. See, so darkly loved his wife, and he labored all his life to provide her with material possessions. So he built her a home in the finest wood and stone, but the building soon became his sole possession. Though it took 300 days for timber to be raised, and the silhouette was seen a mile around, and the gable reaches high as the eagle in the sky, but it only took one night to bring it down. When Darby's castle tumbled to the ground.
same mountain round. And the gale reaches high and the eagle in the sky, but it only took one night to bring it down. When Darby's castle tumbled to the ground. We will do.
Got something? Okay. We'll get to that one. I promise you. You have my guarantee. Mountain Doctor. Let's do that one. Yeah, we had a request for that. I thought I had heart trouble or maybe something worse. Feeling like my next ride might just be in a hearse. Don't think it could have lasted more than a day or two. Then I went to old Virginia to a specialist I knew. Go see the mountain doctor, Ralph Stanley is his name. His clenched mountain music will take away your pain. His nurse is pretty Polly, his tonic Mountain Dew. Go see the mountain doctor anytime you got the blues. With nothing but a banjo and a lonesome verse or two, he can do more than a team of cardiologists can do. So if you're feeling homesick, heartbroken, destitute, go see the mountain doctor, he's sure to pull you through. Go see the mountain doctor, Ralph Stanley is his name. His clenched mountain music will take away your pain. His nurse is pretty Polly, his tonic Mountain Dew. Go see the mountain doctor anytime you got the blues. These Highway 40 blues, I've walked holes in both mine.
Here, your first time here? No? Was you looking at our fine lights up here? You know what? You're lucky today's Saturday. Friday, we take those down. Because me and Brady come in and take our baths on Friday. Then we have to put them back up on the ceiling for Saturday. Next Friday, we got a band coming in. So we're going to come in on Thursday, Brady. All right. Folks, if you would, help me with a great big mountain storming welcome for the Tommy Webb Band.
I remember back in high school, we'd play all night and sing. I can recall. My throat would get so sore just trying to sing above it all. I went from rock and roll to Bill Monroe, sang Uncle Ben to Sweet Georgia Road. When bluegrass became a part of my soul, I went from rock and roll to Bill Monroe. Of Kentucky, that old Kentucky waltz, he sang 'em with a feeling that none of us could top. And when it comes to picking, he could run across them strings. He played in a style we're still trying to play today. I went from rock and roll to Bill Monroe, sang Uncle Ben to Sweet Georgia Road. When bluegrass became a part of my soul, I went from rock and roll to Bill Monroe. Now the father of bluegrass years ago was heaven bound. He's picking and a singing in the angel band. And when he's looking down on us, I hope he'll never frown, as long as we're playing that old familiar sound. I went from rock and roll to Bill Monroe, sang Uncle Ben to Sweet Georgia Road. When bluegrass became a part of my soul, I went from rock and roll to Bill Monroe. I went from rock and roll to Bill Monroe. Thank y'all so much, and a pleasure to be back up to Mount Sterling. My second time here, and tell you what, we had a good time before the COVID days, I guess you could say. Last time we was up here, but been a year and a half since we've done much playing and singing, so if we make a little mistake, please forgive us, okay? We're trying to get back into it. Hopefully we will by midsummer next year sometime. Here's one called Headin' West. Got $100 bill in my right boot. I've been saving for a rainy day. I got a tank full of gas in the pickup, suitcase and a guitar that I play. Something's telling me it's time for moving, and I've never been the one to sit and wait. And I'm gonna hit that stage line in a freedom state of mind, never looking back the other way. Heading west, another town, another place. Heading west, with the sunshine in my face, leaving bad time behind me. Now for moving on, I got everything I own. I'm heading west. Oh yeah. I've been thinking about leaving for a long time, and there ain't nothing standing in my way. I got a time and a half check a coming from a job I was working till today. There's no one here to meet me in the morning, and there's nobody begging me to stay. And by sundown tonight I'll be rolling out of sight, long gone, nothing left to say. Heading west, another town, another place. Heading west, with the sunshine in my face, leaving bad time behind me. Now for moving on, I got everything I own, and I'm heading west. Oh yeah. Heading west.
Here's a song that we got off an old Kitty Wells CD. I think she done this about 1952, I believe is when it was. Anyway, Chris Goble, a guy that used to play banjo with us, his mom listened to this song, and back when she was getting ready to have him, I reckon, so she liked it so good. One called How Far Is Heaven? How far is heaven? Let's go tonight. I want my daddy to hold me tight. A little girl was waiting for her daddy one day. It was time to meet him, she could hear her mommy say, but come to mommy, darling, please do not cry. Daddy's gone to heaven, way up in the sky. How far is heaven? When can I go to see my daddy? He's there, I know. How far is heaven? Let's go tonight. I want my daddy to hold me tight. Turn around. He was called so suddenly and did not say goodbye. I know that he's in heaven. We'll meet him by and by. The little girl trembled, her tears she could not hide. She looked up toward heaven, and then she replied, how far is heaven? When can I go to see my daddy? He's there, I know. How far is heaven? Let's go tonight. I want my daddy to hold me tight. Yes, I want my daddy to hold me tight. Thank you so much. I tell you what, I don't know if y'all heard about it or not. Something happened up our way. A big bank got robbed over in Abington, Virginia. A bank. Guy ran out on the street. He looked at the first fella he come to and said, did you see me rob that bank? He said, buddy, I sure did. Kapow, he just shot him. Oh, no. He looked over at another guy and said, did you see me rob that bank? He said, buddy, I sure did. Kapow, he just shot him. He looked over at the third guy. Said, buddy, did you see me rob that bank? He said, no, but my wife seen every bit of it.
Jimmy, I can't believe you do her like that.
Why'd you do it, Jim? Just when I needed you, you left and went away. You made my life so blue both night and day. You left me here behind when the trouble wears mine. So broken hearted too, just when I needed you. untrue just when I needed you. Oh, no. Now you said it's best we part and never love again. And though you broke my heart, I won't complain. You know I love you still, and dear, always will. Although you proved untrue just when I needed you. Well, I've cried, I've prayed, I've tried to forget you and never call your name. What a shame, you're the one that was to blame. You're the one that proved untrue just when I needed you. Well, I've cried, I've prayed, I've tried to forget you and never call your name. What a shame, you're the one that was to blame. You're the one that proved untrue just when I needed you. Woo. All right. Here's one about the, as we was coming up, notice them big fields on the left and the right. You know, there's no big fields in Kentucky where we're at. There's a lot of hills, but no fields. Anyway, here's a song about that. Spent my life on a John Deere tractor, made my living by the sweat of my brow, raised a family on the fruit of the land from a seed, a prayer, and a plow. Fought the wind, the hail and twister, 5-year droughts and the bitter cold. But this a man-made hill has made my life a hard road to hoe. And our struggle for survival, the farmer's battle lines are drawn against the squeeze on every dollar and the shrinking price of corn. While we live with trade embargoes and the surplus overflow, just to feed my wife and family makes it a hard road to hoe. Oh, we're the backbone of this nation, Lord, it's a painful source of grief. We're the first to feel the pain and the last to get relief. If things don't change, the family farmer's gonna go the way of the buffalo. Heaven help us, Lord, it's a hard road to hoe. The final blow, it came this morning in a note from the FHA. There'll be no more extensions on the note that I can't pay. They're gonna sell my farm at auction, a lock, stock, and cotton bowl. And that leaves me, my wife, and babies with a hard road to hoe. Oh, we're the backbone of this nation, Lord, the painful source of grief. We're the first to feel the pain and the last to get relief. Things don't change, the family farmer's gonna go the way of the buffalo. Heaven help us, Lord, it's a hard road to hoe. Oh, heaven help us, Lord, it's a hard road to hoe.
I switched jobs since I was up here.
Is that right? Tell me about it.
I
Tell me
switched
about
jobs.
it. Tell me about it.
I was paving. I was a meat man. I've been a glass man. I've been everything but a music man. But I got back into the beef business, selling beef and bologna and wieners. And as far as I know, I'm the only man in the state of West Virginia to ever sell in 1 year $2 million worth of bologna. And that's a true story. That's exactly the way they told me. That's a lot of baloney.
Sounds like a lot of baloney to me.
Sounds like a lot of baloney. But I was telling my little granddaughter, she's 5. And she's real, she thinks different than any 5-year-old. I got 4 grandkids. And she thinks different than any of them. She said, "What do you do for a living? Do you teach?" I said, "No, honey, I don't teach." I said, I sell beef." She said, "Oh." She said, "Well, I've got a joke for you, Poppy." And I said, "You do?" And she said, "Yeah." She said, "What do you call a cow with its legs cut off?" I said, "Well, I don't know, man." She said, "Ground beef." 5 years old. I tell you, I'm out of beef.
Ground beef. Well, there you go. There's an old timer now that we used to sing. There's an old guy's house that we used to all go and jam at on my holler. You know, the old saying, you stay on your holler and I'll stay on mine and all that. But anyway, we didn't used to do that. We'd go to other people's holler. But anyway, we played this about, had a jam session until about 4 o'clock every Friday and Saturday night. But when I was growing up, so I had a lot of first-hand experience on looking at somebody and saying, "Now, how'd you do that again?" But anyway, here's a song that we used to sing back then. One called, give everybody a round. One called Old Time Religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me. It was good for my father, it was good for my father, it was good for my father, it's good enough for me. Give me that old time religion, give me that old time religion, give me that old time religion, it's good enough for me. It was good for my mother, it was good for my sister, it was good enough for brother, it's good enough for me. You know, baby. Give me that old time religion, give me that old time religion, give me that old time religion, it's good enough for me. Paul and Silas, good for Paul and Silas, and it's good enough for me. It will do when you die, it will do when you are dying, do when you are dying, and it's good enough for me. Give me that old time religion, give me that old time religion, give me that old time religion, it's good enough for me. Give me that old time religion, give me that old time religion, give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me. Oh, thank you so much. Someday you'll call my name and I won't answer. Someday you'll reach for me, I won't be there. For you've grown tired of all the love I've gave you. And someday you'll find that I'm not there. hair has turned from gold to silver, and your eyes are dim from passing years. Just remember, darling, what I told you. There'll be no one then to dry your tears. There'll come a time in your life, dear, when you'll need someone who will care. Someday you'll call my name and I won't answer. Or someday you'll find that I'm not there. Or someday you'll find that I'm not there. If we believe him. Here's a song that we put on the brand new, or well, it ain't brand new no more, but it was brand new before COVID hit. Seemed like it got old real quick. I don't know.
Everything about COVID got
Yeah.
I found out last night you can blame everything on COVID.
Let's blame everything on COVID.
I was excellent before COVID.
Yeah.
I was thin
Yeah.
before COVID.
Well, we was thin, yeah. We could sing better before COVID.
I gave Adam Steffi mandolin lessons before COVID. They wrecked me, man.
Now that is just not. Well, maybe, I don't know.
I don't know if COVID had anything to do with it.
Yeah,
There's a song I wrote. You know, if we're going to get there, we got to believe, don't we? One called If We Believe. Job said this old life is rough and very short indeed. Things that we can't see down here are things we must believe. There's a brighter day coming when the saints shall meet the King. If we believe, if we believe, if we believe in the Holy Bible and the treasures of God's Word, someday we'll all meet in heaven. Eternal life we shall receive. If we believe, if we believe. God sent Abraham into a land so far away. The people said, what a fool, they just could not believe. But Abraham kept going, and his last and final plea. If we believe, if we believe, if we believe in the Holy Bible and the treasures of God's Word, someday we'll all meet in heaven. Eternal life we shall receive. If we believe, if we believe. Jesus told Peter, walk on the water, come to me. Jesus knew he could if he'd only just believe. The same goes for you and me out on life's stormy sea. If we believe, if we believe, if we believe in the Holy Bible and the treasures of God's Word, someday we'll all meet in heaven. Eternal life we shall receive. We if we believe, oh, someday we'll meet in heaven, eternal life we shall receive. If we believe, if we believe. Thank you so much. Here's a little song that's a little bit personal to me, but anyway, did y'all kick it off here? Doing it wrong? Oh yeah. Remember that, y'all? It's been a while since we played it, so folks, if we mess up on it, it's a new song. Well, it's an old song on a new CD, so.
What is that kick? COVID did it. COVID did it.
Let me kick it off. I'll kick it off. Okay. I couldn't refuse that wanting me look in your eyes. For a moment I thought you had me hypnotized. How could I be so foolish for you when she is still in my mind? This may be wrong, but I'm taking a chance this time. What am I doing wrong tonight? I'm facing a feeling I'm gonna lose the fight. I know it's not right. She's been the one that has stood by me with never a doubt in her mind. So what am I doing here, doing her wrong tonight? Been listening to what my heart was saying. Like a puppet on a string, I lost control. Didn't know where to draw the line as a fire began to grow. Now the smoke has cleared and my conscience are letting me know. What am I doing here, doing her wrong tonight? I'm facing a feeling I'm gonna lose the fight. I know it's not right. She's been the one that has stood by me with never a doubt in her mind. So what am I doing here, doing her wrong tonight? What am I doing here, doing her wrong tonight?
Thank you, thank you. Now I remember the kickoff.
You know, it's something what you forget in a year and a half. But it's pretty easy. You know, pretty easy for me forgetting a day. Well, for 10 minutes or something. But anyway, I'd like to introduce everybody here. A guy tuning the banjo. He's always tuning the banjo. Good old car salesman down around Louisa, Kentucky. Give him a nice hand, Mr. Jimmy Burchett. One of the finest.
Of course. Got my family with me here.
You mean you'll have him? Over on the other side of the stage, come to us from Moorhead, Kentucky. He does a great job. You just can't. He plays anything, sings anything.
I was better before COVID.
Give him a nice hand, Mr. Josh Acton. And back here in the back, the guy that books the Tommy Webb Band, he pretty well involved in everything. So if you want to know anything, don't call me, call him. Give him a nice hand from Wayne, West Virginia, Mr. Sean Osborne. And my uncle sitting over here. He's a roadie, yeah. He keeps the women beat off of it, and they got that cane there. But anyway, he's my uncle. He's been with us since 2006. Give him a nice hand, Mr. Dave Webb.
Don't do too much beating, man. I'm single now. Well, I want to introduce this dude right here to my right. Whenever I was a teenager, there was a festival in Moorhead, Kentucky, and I was just starting out playing bluegrass, and this guy played it, and he was the headline act. And I sat there and I said, man, I'd really love to pick with that dude one day. So this is a dream come true for me. Yeah. I could have had better dreams. No, I'm kidding. No, this is a dream come true for me, and it's an honor for me to be standing up here next to the guy and introducing what I think is the best bluegrass singer in the world. From Langley, Kentucky, please make welcome Mr. Tommy Webb.
Thank you, folks. Thank you so much. Good to be with you. Is that where we play? That's where we play. Okay. We're trying to make sure on the key here, because, you know, if you ain't sung much in a year and a half, you're going to get pretty hoarse pretty quick. So we don't want to sing them no higher than what we have to. But anyway, here's one I wrote back years ago. And it's not about marijuana or nothing like that. I wasn't sitting up in a tree when I wrote this.
Oh, Mary Jane, now what do you want?
It's about a girl, all right? Kick it off. Her eyes are like a diamond, oh how they shine. Her hair is dark and curly, man she looks so fine. When I go to sleep at night, my dreams are all the same, hoping that I'll find a way to be with Mary Jane. Oh Mary Jane, she don't know I'm in the world, but I have never felt this way about another girl. I don't know how to tell her, and it's driving me insane, trying to win the heart of little Mary Jane. I saw her walking down the street just the other day. The wind was blowing through her hair as she walked away. She didn't even notice me, but why should I complain? I couldn't find the nerve to speak in front of Mary Jane. Oh, Mary Jane, she don't know I'm in the world, but I have never felt this way about another girl. I don't know how to tell her, and it's driving me insane, trying to win the heart of little Mary Jane. Come on. Oh, Mary Jane, she don't know I'm in the world, but I have never felt this way about another girl. I don't know how to tell her, and it's driving me insane, trying to win the heart of little Mary Jane, trying to win the heart of little Mary Jane. All right, here's Thank you so much, folks. And here's a song we recorded back on our very first CD we done back in 2002. And Pete Goble's song, you know, Pete was from our area. I don't know if y'all know Pete Goble, but he wrote a lot of bluegrass songs. Had over 100 cuts in bluegrass, and this was one that J.D. Crowe and Doyle Lawson done back in the late 60s, early 70s, I believe. Anyway, it's a song by Pete Goble called Please Search Your Heart. Please search your heart and maybe you'll find a reason to stay. I'm begging this time. I know I was wrong, and darling, I paid. Please search your heart before it's too late. When you left me, I said that I'd never be true, that I wouldn't cry if you found someone new. But this is my plea, give me one more try. Please search your heart, don't tell me goodbye. Now when you left me, I said that I'd never be blue, that I wouldn't cry if you found someone new. But this is my plea, give me one more try. Please search your heart, don't tell me goodbye. Please search your heart, don't tell me goodbye. Here's one that went all the way to number one for us back in, I know it's hard to believe, 2007. Boy, time flies, don't it? It's something that we can't hold back, can we? But anyway, it was a song that went number one on the BU chart for us. We got lucky, folks. We just got lucky, I tell you. One called If It Weren't for Bluegrass Music. I go crazy. I'm sitting by the stage underneath the stars. I gotta hear some fiddle and some more guitar. A month ago my loving lady threw me out, and I don't know what to do, so I just do without. This old city brings me down, it ain't been good to me, but it's all that I can do to keep my sanity. But the future's looking bright, 'cause I'm finally feeling right. And if it weren't for bluegrass music, I'd go crazy. I got holes in my boots, I got holes in my jeans, holes in my pockets, man, you know what that means. Between the gas price and the tickets, my money's all been spent. But I'd vote for Ralph Stanley for president. Play some Bill, play some Larry, play some Mountain Hard. But don't play Race the Miles, 'cause I might fall apart. But the future's looking bright, 'cause I'm finally feeling right. And if it weren't for bluegrass music, I'd go crazy. the gas price and the tickets, my money's all been spent. But I'd vote for Ralph Stanley for president. Play some Bill, play some Larry, play some Mountain Hard. But don't play Race the Miles, cause I might fall apart. But the future's looking bright, cause I'm finally feeling right. And if it weren't for bluegrass music, I'd go crazy. Oh, the future's looking bright, cause I'm finally feeling right. And if it weren't for bluegrass music, I'd go crazy. All right, thank you so much. Yeah, that's a song that kind of hit all of us, and we was glad to get it back in 2007. You know, we was playing mostly Floyd County back then, but that kind of got us down the road just a little bit. So anyway, here's an old timer I'd like to do for you, and we put this one also on the very first CD we done. And Sean, you want to tell them about the shows you got coming up?
Yeah, we got a couple shows coming up. How many of you here around Louisa, Kentucky, or anywhere in there?
Yeah.
Got any? Yeah, there you go.
And this bass player right there.
I'm so sorry. Anyway, on July 3rd, we got a show in Louisa, Kentucky at their 4th of July celebration. It'll be on Saturday, July 3rd, probably about 2 o'clock. Somewhere around 2 o'clock. We got Tommy Webb Band will be there. The West Liberty Mountain Boys will be there. And who else will be there, Jim? What's the other?
West Liberty Mountain Boys.
West Liberty Mountain Boys and who is?
And J.D. Messer and Sanctified.
Sanctified, J.D. Messer. That'll probably start around, I don't know, they're going to start right after the parade with the music, and there'll be music, and then after that, fireworks and all that. But that's a real good time. We've got a show. One show I want to talk about that we got coming up is the Shriners Bluegrass Festival. That's in July 8th, 9th, and 10th this year. And of course, you know what Shriners Hospital is and what that stands for. And I'm proud, so proud of Tommy Webb. He's probably the only person I know. He's played that thing probably 7 years straight. 6, 7 years that he's played that. And they switch bands pretty often, but Tommy's kept his same night. He's kept, you know, he does it. It's really something for the kids. They bring the kids up on the stage and show the progress they've made with them through the hospital. So it's, and trust me when I say it's every dime they raise goes to the kids. I know a lot of people there that list money out of their pocket and out of their bank accounts, and I'm talking big money. These people pay big money out of their pockets. If the festival's struggling and they've got a number they got to hit every year, whether it be through God and what His infinite wisdom, but they meet their goal every year, and I think that's a wonderful thing. I think it says a lot about what that organization is. But we'll be there on a Thursday night. I think it's like July 8th, and we do 2 shows down there on that. We've got you can check us out on Facebook. We got a lot of dates. The other thing is the Memorial Day Festival that Ralph 2 does. They held it off this year on Memorial Day because of the restrictions, mask and all that. They didn't want to have a festival with mask on and all that stuff. So Ralph 2 decided to hold that off, and he's doing the first ever 2-day festival in August the 13th and 14th. It's the first time they've ever done a festival, and it'll probably turn into a fall thing, but man, he's got, just in them 2 days, he's got Alex Leach, sideline. Ralph 2 is going to play both days. Tommy Webb Band will be there. The Riddle Brothers will be there. Tommy Webb Band will be there. I thought I said that. But anyway, that's at the Hills of Home, right at the old park there, down near McClure, Virginia, and we're really excited to be part of that. We've got a lot of fall stuff, a lot more summer stuff coming up, but just no matter where it's at, here, wherever you can get out. I never was so miserable in my life when that was lifted and we couldn't go play music. You know, that was awful when they said stay in your house and don't, you know, the don't work part, I didn't mind. I mean, that shows. I'd done all kinds of work to lose weight, Kenny. I got down, I looked so good, I was so slim. And I sat in there for a year and eating gravy and biscuits, and I mean, just look at me. I looked as good as Jim, you know, before that.
COVID got you.
Yeah. But I am glad, and I'm thankful that we're able to get back out and be together. And And whether it's the mercy of God or the vaccine or whatever is helping that thing, I'm sure glad, because I did a lot of praying and I wanted to get out and play and see people and meet people. That's what I love to do. And you drain that from you, and Kenny and any of these other musicians will tell you, man, it just kills your soul when you can't get out and play and be with people. And that's what I love to do, and I'm thankful we're able to do it. But check our Facebook page, keep up with our dates. If you don't see something on there you want to know, just send a message. It'll come right to me, and I'll answer you pretty quick. I love to talk. So we'll talk about coon dogs or horses or whatever you want to talk about. But we appreciate you all coming out tonight and being with us. We'll do a couple more here, and I think we're going to take a little break. And I see Brady eating that, probably eating pie or something.
Did you bring me some?
We'll do a couple more here, then we'll take a short break, and then we'll come back and play. As long as y'all want to stick around, we'll play for you. Thank you.
John Osborne with all the news there. Here's an old timer for you, one called Drifting with the Tide. Now as my boat draws near the harbor, knowing soon that you'll be mine. But if another has you, darling, I'll go drifting with the tide. I have crossed the great wide ocean, I have waited for the time. But if another has you, darling, I'll go drifting with the tide. A long, long time has passed, my darling, since the night we made those vows. I know my heart would break with sorrow if you should say it's over now. I have crossed the great wide ocean, I have waited for the time. But if another has you, darling, I'll go drifting with the tide. Yeah, baby. I have crossed the great wide ocean, I have waited for the time. But if another has you, darling, I'll go drifting with the tide. All right, thank you so much. Here's a song that the one and only Jimmy Burchett wrote, and so we
Every one of the words.
and we decided to put it on the latest CD. So we're going to try you a little version of it here. He don't write many words, but he does write good music. So we're going to do this one and take a little break, and we'll be right back with Teardrop In and all the other songs. All right. We'll be right back on the second set with all that stuff. So what's this one called now, Jim?
This tune here is called Shackle Run, and I got it from a Jesse Stewart book. I don't know if anybody's ever read any of his books, but
You read them?
Yes, I have. He's from down in Greenup County, Kentucky, and he used to write a lot about Kentucky. And he had a book called High to the Hunters, and there was a place in that called Shackle Run, and that's where I got the title of this. So we'll try it for you right now.
Hey, draw one out of there for me.
You can't either. She always hands it off over to me. All right, folks. Here we go. We're going to give this a shot, see how it goes here. Hopefully you all can hear me. The number for tonight is 977-5800. 977-5800. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Woohoo! Bernie's a coming around.
Mr. Burgess is buying new. All righty. For all those tuning in on Facebook and YouTube, thank you very much. Hopefully you can be with us next Friday night as we welcome Special Consensus. Just put that on your calendar. Doors open at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. House band is 6 and Special Consensus is 7 o'clock. So be sure to, and remember, no music on Saturday next week.
What are we doing there, big guy?
How about a little Molly Rose?
Hang on a second.